Okay, so companies have major shutdowns, right? We hearing a lot of companies come out with games and then all of a sudden they get shut down, and some of us are scared of, some of our favorite companies, right? Shutting down. Man, I don't know all Sony plans, but I don't know what's going on with the presidency with Sony, but it don't feel like it was there when old boy was there. Yoshida was his name. Sorry if I'm butchering it. But anyway, I don't know what all goes on behind closed doors. None of us do. None of us know what the heck we're talking about. Okay. But I do know in theory that if you support a company with what they're doing, right, enough, that should give them leeway to make more games later on down the future. It should. Something's going weird going on with money though, to where like these companies are world breaking amounts, and companies are still getting shut down. Okay. Now, sometime a company will hire a certain amount of contractors, and that contract work is over, and that's it, right? Sometimes companies are doing really well, right? They come out with another game. That game doesn't do too well. That company isn't making enough money to sustain themselves, so they shut down. Sometimes they are bought up by like big companies like EA or whatever, and they make a contract and make a game for this longer time, and then they cut everybody off. Or something's going on in development. The game literally isn't doing good, and they shut it down. Or let's say they make a team, and the team just ain't getting together, getting along well, and then the people who's forwarding money for that team to exist, they say, okay, y'all ain't getting along together. We gonna shut that apart. Initiative, maybe that happened with them. Um, there's a bunch of reasons why companies can fall apart, right? And we don't get what we want from our video games. All right. So in the case of Bungie, they've been, they was with Microsoft, right? Um, the Destiny IP, I think they was in threat of. They got the IP back, right? Now it's theirs. They can do what they want. They're solo. They're their own company. Now they're with Sony, right? And I don't know how tight that deal is, but Sony, is you know. So obviously, Bungie within the span needs outside money to support their games, right? Here's the thing. I just said games. Destiny's been here for like over 10 plus years. And I know Destiny does not have the player base that it had when it first was there. Do it have good? Is it a good game? Yes. Does it have a lot of content? Yes. Does it have a lot of players nowadays? Not as many as on release day. Okay, not many as when the Taken King came and all that, right? Okay, so the game has fallen off within those periods of time. They was only surviving, and they probably do contract work and do other things, I'm pretty sure. But they was only surviving, in theory, when we talk about the video games, just off Destiny. And this is a big block. 10 years plus is a long time. Just off Destiny. That was really strong here, right? Probably went up, went down, went up, went down. Now I'm pretty sure it's right here, and you just have people just want Destiny 3 there. Okay? But they didn't do that. They kept releasing DLCs. I'm pretty sure. I thought Final Shape was the last one. I didn't play it, but I thought that was it. And they produce more. So their project right now is Marathon. Marathon is a good game. There's things that it needs in my eyes for it to survive, but I don't know how the game is doing. I just like the game as is, and I got it and I'm playing it, and I'm buying. I got the controller right, and because I actually like the art, like legit like it. I ain't just want to just man, I'm just play it because I want to get in and do some killing. No, I like everything about it so far, and I wish that they was put single player content in there. Okay, like some Destiny style stuff. All right, but if they're only going to do so much with Marathon and everything else, if you want Destiny 3, if you want to support one of your favorite companies, then support them regardless of where the money's in what them and Sony's doing. Support it. Sony seems like the type of company. I don't know, but it seems like Sony is the type of company to where if the project is doing good, they support it until the end of time. But if it ain't, they're going to pull the rug and pull it faster because of the stuff that happened with Concord. Okay, and the whole money system is changing for everybody right now in the world. Okay, especially companies who use the money system like we do. Okay, the money is changing. So parts, man, computer parts. You got all this stuff that got to do with gaming that is changing before our very eyes. So these companies are going to be quick to pull the plug on anything that's going to hurt their pockets or potentially shut the whole company down or tarnish their name. Okay, so we as gamers, okay, and I need to make a video on a gamer, right? Because that term is not correct nowadays, I don't think. But we as gamers, as streamers, or whatever, if you want a company to succeed, then you support the company. That don't mean lie for them. Everything ain't perfect with Marathon. I want some single player stuff in there. And don't hit me up with the, oh, well, it's this type of game. Get out of here. Good, good. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay, these companies need to make content that people want to have in their games. And so if I'm already liking something and I want more into it, then they should, I mean, not cater to me. I mean, there's metrics and everything else that they need to follow, but, put more in it so that people stay playing it. Okay? So they have to listen to and make adjustments as well too, and get a bulk of information, not just from one person on the internet talking. It takes a lot of people and a lot of testing before they actually change something, for the most part. Okay, so you get at home and get off work and you just get on Twitter all day and bash a Marathon, and you only played it one time and got killed and lost all your stuff. That ain't gonna cut it. And you want Destiny 3, huh? So the best thing that you can do, even if you don't like Marathon, is buy it, drop another $20 on the whatever the currency is, and that's it. And if you got a buddy on the fence about it and you like it, buy it for them. Even if it don't play it, there's still metrics that's getting to Sony and Bungie, and more people is playing the game, or at least buying it, right? And then as far as the player base, man, I don't know how the player base is going to stick, because you do play and you do lose your stuff and it do hurt. And if you're not in that loop, that's why they need to offer some progression, like Arc Riders kind of does. You still level up a character, right? You still level up your character, you get better. They got projects and stuff that you can do. You got the expedition and stuff. Like, you're building stuff and doing stuff as you're dying, right? And then they have it separated to where, like, I mean, there's so many games, man. Because I particularly, don't get me, I want some more PvE in the game, though, right? I do. But I want it separated from my main game. Like, I like jumping in, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not very many games that immerse me. Okay, Arc Riders literally immerses me. Where I can play that. I can play that all night. That's how well that game is done, and I'm not. That's not me. Just like I've been playing games for a long time. Arc Riders has a world in it that just makes you just want to get in there and get some stuff and everything else. And you're constantly on edge, and you feel human a little bit because you know somebody can kill you if they wanted to. So, but anyway, I like keeping my servers. I mean, I like being on the friendly zone where I could just go in there and loot stuff and shoot robots and die by the robot and get mad and come back. I don't want the shooting of other people. I like the social experience. But then too, that game does offer unique shooting, and I kind of like want that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. So I wish there was like a split cut in that game where it's like, okay, you have the PvE and you have the PvP and then you have the PvE. I really do. I don't think it'd hurt that game at all. Okay, and I don't think it'd hurt it in Marathon either. But at the same time, I really love that arcade feeling in Marathon, hearing them gunshots and then going over there to try to take them out. You know, if we had some friendlies in that game, cool. I was friendly one time, but anyway, what I'm saying is that, there's things that these companies need to be doing to make sure that the games is good on both ends and supporting a lot before for the game to survive and to keep that player count up, at least keep it equalized, not just dropping off. Okay, like another game that just got shut down last week. So, what we at? 9 minutes. The thing is, though, as far as it all, is that if you want this company to be here, then you need to support it. Okay, the best thing you can do is send constructive feedback, not stupid talk. Buy the game, buy 1 or 2 DLCs, right? I mean, the currency, buy a little bit of currency. The game was $40, get it up to 60, right? You don't want to do no more, don't. I'm not saying I hate microtransactions, but support a little bit. Like I said, if you got a homie that's on the fence about it, drop another 40 for him to play the game. That's what you should do if you want to see Destiny 3 get here. Because I guarantee you this. If we don't, Bungie is going to go independent again and just have to do it on their own. Then the only way we'll see Destiny 3 is if the team just love it so much that they just want to do it. Will Destiny 3 sell like hotcakes when it come out? Yup, that ain't a doubt in my mind. But it's going to take a lot of manpower. It's going to take a lot of money to support workers to make Destiny 3. 4 people just ain't going to be able to... A story designer, whatever his name is, not whatever. I mean, he didn't design some good stuff. He designed the cryo for Marathon. But you can't just have a level designer, a storyteller, a graphic designer, and an effect designer design that game like that. And a producer, Joe Siegler. You can't have 5 people do it. Okay? It takes a laundry list of people to make something like that in that amount of time. Got a cat coming in here? Anyway, so you have to support it if you want it to be there. I don't go home and get on this phone and bash Marathon, man. I have my criticisms about it, but I'm not finna bash it. I'm finna play it in a little bit. God, what is wrong with the world nowadays, man? How you gonna want something but then destroy it at the same time? It's like somebody cooking a pie, right? And I'm talking about the person who cooking the pie the whole time. Like, I like the pie, right? I'm not gonna talk about the people making the pie just because they made some dumplings right here. Marathon is our dumplings. God. Just buy the game if you don't like it, cool. But buy it and shut up. Give them stuff that they need to work on. Not just talking about the game because of it. And I don't care what you say, man. Call it what you want. This art style is dope. This art style is dope. This is one of the first companies that really take a bold step in this. But, man. That's enough talking. Get in there! Do something else with your time. Besides sit on the internet and talk about something that you don't like. That is stupid.